Okay. So we are picking the AFC All-Star team today. For your real quick recap here, the playoffs are set. We are set to begin this after we pick the the Pro Bowl teams, which we'll get through at least the AFC today. Almost said ACC. You can again tell I'm a college football guy. Here in the AFC, we got the Dolphins and the Steelers with the first round byes. Your other division winner in this situation, this is back when there are three divisions, is either the Raiders or the Chiefs. I'm pretty darn confident it is the Chiefs, though. This is a pretty typical looking playoff for the most part. The Dolphins, Bills, and Oilers are all locks to make it. I think the Chiefs are usually that team out of the West. And then for me, I play as the Steelers, so I tend to be used to seeing the Steelers down there as well. Just for posterity as well, here's the NFC. You got the 49ers and the Cowboys in the bye-week spots. The Vikings and the Packers slugged it out for that division title. I think it was Green Bay who came out on top, but on top is in quotes here. That division was a bloodbath and not a very good one. Saints and Falcons both coming out of the NFC West, both pretty good teams here. And they're fighting for the privilege to face their big brother. Okay, so when I was thinking about how to do the Pro Bowl teams, I was thinking, should there be a formula? Should I always pick the guy with the best passing rating and then also the most touchdowns or most yards? And I think that is probably a decent policy, but we're gonna go a little bit more just wild card. And go based off of feel just a little bit. So, 2 quarterbacks. And I think you've got to give it to Dan Marino here as your starting quarterback. So, the Dolphins are a very good team, and, well, he is the highest rating here, 47 touchdowns. That's got to be first. Moon coming in second there. 47 touchdowns. 4,000 yards. That's probably the highest, too. Yeah, so it just does feel like kind of a runaway here. Marino's not only the best quarterback in the AFC here, he's a strong candidate for the AFC MVP. And then Jim Kelly is down there in 6th. John Elway is in 2nd place. Denver didn't even make the playoffs, which makes this kind of an intriguing possibility. He had some injuries during the year, so he's thrown for less touchdowns. It's 27-9. His average yards is up there, though. Very good average yards. It's less yardage, but with that injury, I would find it hard to say. This is having way less attempts than some of the other guys. It'd be hard for me to say this is your number 2 guy when you have Warren Moon and Jeff Hostetler here, both with 200 attempts. Kelly not a ton of attempts either. I wonder if he was injured for part of the year. Alright, look, Moon's got the edge on Hostetler in yards. Not in average yards. 38-10 versus 31-15. Better passer rating. We're going to go with Warren Moon here. And the thing is, too, he plays in that offense where they're always throwing the ball. It's hard for me to say, yeah, definitely Warren Moon, but that's a good rating. Yeah, look, his lowest interception percentage has to give him the edge, so Warren Moon is the top reserve here in the AFC. All right, running backs. So I think the number 1 guy should just be the guy who led the league in yards, and Thurman Thomas got close to 2,000 yards in a year when only 2 guys in the AFC got 1,000 yards rushing, which is crazy. That's not a very high number at all. But when you look at the Chiefs, that 1-2 punch of Barrett Ward and Christian Okoye at 11 and 4 respectively, you can kind of see how that might have happened. So, yeah, Thurman Thomas, runaway #1 back. There. And then yards per attempt, Stetler, Jeff George, but then Thurman Thomas. Just attempts. Who are our workhorses here? Johnson and Russell, New England. Well, how many yards did those guys get? Johnson did pretty well for himself. Russell really... Okay. Touchdowns. Johnson got quite a few here. Foster's up there. As is Stone. Kind of a wide receiver hybrid for us, though. I like those touchdowns, though. I think Chris Warren should still be our #2. But 3, let's go with... I actually am not familiar with... Let's go with Johnson with Indianapolis. And then... I don't know that I feel right giving it to Word when Okoye was pretty much just as valuable. Green and Raiders was a real workhorse. Look at KC, they just ran the ball all the time. Green with Cincinnati got some good yards in the year, high average. Ten touchdowns. Russell above that, but on more attempts. Marion Butts makes a decent case for himself as well. There's Foster way down there. Foster's been a really big weapon in the passing game. Let's actually look at that real fast. There's Stone with his 18 total touchdowns. Foster with 4. Okay, not as many as I thought. His perception, it's not really up there either, so we cannot give him a spot. Despite those pretty gaudy touchdown numbers. Alright, we're gonna go with Green with Cincinnati. Large part of that is actually because I have an Indianapolis running back in there. I feel like it's a lot of AFC East representation. So we'll take Cincinnati's guy, Green, who with 1 more yard I think would have probably been pretty much a shoo-in. Alright. Receiving wise, well, I think Irving Fryer has to be considered your first guy just with all those yards. Isn't Cook for New England a tight end? If so, he's going to be an absolute... Sure is. It's Marv Cook, right? He's ahead of the immortal Ben Coates. Listen, a couple years from now, you wanted Ben Coates on any video game team you had. And there he is. So, Marv Cook from New England will secure the first tight end spot. You've got Irving Fryer from Miami in the first wide receiver spot, 53 receptions. He leads the league with that. Yards-wise, he'll also have that. Unsurprising. you've got that many catches, which in this case is just 53, but it's Tecmo. Yards per reception, Jeff Graham looks like a pretty good deep threat here. Touchdowns. Oh, wow. Look at that Miami passing attack, though. Okay. Tim Brown. We'll go ahead and give the other spot, too. I think it's Anthony Miller. 11 TDs. That's pretty good there. Especially, I think we have to give some credit to, he's got no one else here really making plays listed. Marion Butts did all right on the rushing attack, but not a Pro Bowler. So Anthony Miller put as number 3. And I want to do something kind of surprising here for the 4th one, and it's not really fair just because I've had the privilege of throwing to him all season long. Since I got 22 catches, but 8 TDs on there. He's been a running back combo where he's got 10 rushing touchdowns, 8 receiving. And he's kind of played a tweener position. I thought about, well, because we could put him in punt returns, right? How's he doing there? Now his average kind of dropped a bit as toward the end of the season. So I want to put Stone in here. It's because of what he's been, I guess. And that is an absolute homer pick, but that's why we can't just go based off of a algorithm here. And reserve pick, just want to make sure he gets a trip to Hawaii. I'm sure Gibbons is furious here with being slated. Tight end wise, though, I mean, I think we are going to have another representative. Oh, here's Sterling Sharp and Eric Green. They have very similar stats, 32 catches each, but Shannon Sharp is in Denver. I think I got to give to him here as the second tight end. I felt pretty good about the chances of getting in Eric Green here, but yep, only offensive Pro Bowler is Dwight Stone for the Steelers, our team here, and it was kind of a wild card selection, but 18 total touchdowns. When I look at AFC scoring, he's in 3rd place, and Thomas obviously has to make the team, so does Johnson. Foster, maybe a little bit of a slight here, but all right. We're going to do offensive line last. So, defensive end, of course, we are doing a 4-3. All right, so number 1, I think just obviously here, it's got to be Bruce Smith. So 3 DL, 4 LB. Our linebackers here, I mean, pretty easy choice for Greg Lloyd. Oh, Kingle finished with 15 as a computer-controlled player. Pretty good year for him. Is Derek Thomas? Is he listed as a 4-3 defensive end and therefore a linebacker in this one? Or no, they put him in there, so. Wait, that's Neil Smith. Derek Thomas is a linebacker. So we'll throw him in as another linebacker. Again, admittedly, not going to do perfect here with positions. So Cox plays linebacker. He plays outside as well, but and an interception too. Gotta get these guys in now. So Ryan Cox will go ahead and earn a spot. Let's check out Bryant for Seattle here. What'd he do? He is a defensive lineman. We'll put him on the other side. Seattle's second selection here. Fletcher, Williams, Empman, and Marshall. All pretty good choices here. Marshall technically a little bit behind him here. Let's see where he plays at. So I don't think we have a Jets representative yet, and we're going to try to get as many as we can here. Really? Pretty good. Tapora. Slime, but they got Leonard Marshall here, who's just a beast all season. We'll put him at nose tackle. When I was a kid, I'd always have Gerald Williams for the Steelers this game to lurch like every play. So, still missing Cleveland here. That might be it. Jets. 13 is Derek Thomas. There are 14, so yeah, Cleveland's the last, although I already kind of know who we got for Cleveland. It's not a defensive player. Let's give it to Brian Hinkle. Again, this is a total homer move, but he got 15 sacks despite not being controlled by the man, the man player, basically the entire year. I feel like it has to count for something when Greg Lewis got 28, but on the strength of that's who I usually controlled. Okay, cornerbacks. Looking most, let's just say DBs here, and looking mostly for interceptions. And I'm not really worried about where they play. Just want to make sure we get the right ones on the field. Look at that Houston 7, 6, and 6. It feels like wrong to pick one of them. Robertson had 2 touchdowns on it. That is definitely a good enough year. So, Harper will go ahead and make number 1. Kelso we're put in a safety spot. Bird will make the second cornerback. Gilbert. And who's this Houston guy with the 2 touchdowns? Robertson will be he'll be the other safety, and we're good there. Okay. Kicker and punter are last to go here. Well, not last, but next. And Anderson's the highest scoring kicker. He had more opportunities, we'll say. Pretty good on field goals as well. I don't think he missed one all year. He did not miss a field goal all year. So how'd Casey do? He missed many field goals. 16 from 19, 81 points. Kind of want to reward that. He's tied with Nick Lowry. How'd he do on his percentages? 16 for 19 as well. 43 for 43 on extra points. Let's do that. Nick Lowry. It's the AFC's kicker, and the AFC's punter is, I think your average speaks for itself here. Kid had to be the busiest, unsurprisingly, Cleveland up there too. Alright, it's Mark Royals, so. Alright, kick and punt returners. Start with punt. And there's Cleveland's guy, Eric Metcalf. We'll go ahead and return the punts for AFC. Kickoff returns, obviously, is Rod Woodson. But I think we get one more reserve guy. You know, we could do is we could put Stone there instead. Did anyone else return one for a touchdown? No. Anyone do one here? Probably not. Yeah. Stone had to fumble. I feel like I really can't pick him here. So we'll go reserve. Let's go Carl Pickens. Not the flashiest, but he didn't have a lot of opportunities for it. He's a strong all-around player, so it just feels like a good, here's your guy you give it to. Alright, and I think I got all 15 in, so what I was mostly gonna do is if I could not find some way to get every player in, every team in, I'd do that with the basically offensive line, but since I did, I'm just not going to mess with it. There's no way to tell, right? Okay, so let's change some players. Looks like we nailed it on the quarterbacks. That's actually the two we picked, and that's the two the game selected. Start with, I'm doing that, put Thomas first. He earned it, and then Chris Warren, come on down. Hopefully it comes with a nice pay raise or a belt buckle for you. John's from Indianapolis. And is that Green from Cincy? Sure enough. Well, congrats. You're also our fourth selection. Okay, wide receivers. We actually had Anthony Miller as our third, so we'll have to make a quick audible here to get Urban Fryer in. And from Los Angeles, Tim Brown. Surprising not to have Andre Reed on this team. We do have Anthony Miller. And kind of a wild card. But when the offense scored this many points all year, I feel like you got to have one representative from them. So that's going to be Dwight Stone. And tight end, look at that. I actually had thought Marv Cook was like this big upset. It looks like he's actually pretty good, pretty well thought of here. But he is starting this time around. Okay, defensive ends. Is this DeRayt Smith? It is, okay. Nose tackle, we are going to put technically a end here. Marshall, but it's the Pro Bowl. Right, then linebacker. Gringlewood's actually putting Hinkle here too, while we're here. On the mean streets of Miami. Cox is fourth already. And then that was Derek Thomas from Kansas City, who kind of snuck in there. Alright, so Seattle. Harper. Oh, good thing we did do this correctly. They're actually picking specifically cornerbacks. I didn't think they'd do that. And San Diego's Bird already there. Safety. Kelso makes it for Buffalo and not Jones. Robertson from Houston will get the call. Look at that, Nick Lowry. We called that one. And Mark Royals. Not Ron Stark, feature stealer. And then, return game-wise, congrats to Carl Pickens for making that. Woodson, and then we will put in Metcalf, who did just manage. We'll switch this up to make the team. And that is your AFC Pro Bowl. Good roster. And I think we got some time. So let's do the NFC. Okay. using just a notebook, of course. Let me just get it all ready. All right. Oh. So did not think I'd be seeing Chris Miller's name at the top of this list. A lot of yards, obviously. A few attempts as well. It's something they like to do down there in Atlanta. A lot of yards. Good amount of touchdowns. I mean, at least interceptions, he'll fall down the list a little bit. But, I mean, it's hard saying give it to the air raid guy, which is what we're doing here. But, I mean, he's got 10 more touchdowns almost than anyone else. And beyond that, the world's a little bit less upside down. Steve Young looks like the right guy here. QB Vikings was safe with the ball, as was Brett Favre. He really, he's making a push here. A lot of attempts for him as well. Not as many average yards, but was safe with the ball. Still, I'm going Steve Young here. He had a better average, yards, better completion percentage. Just as many completions on many less attempts. Rushing in the NFC. I think Emmitt Smith, easy. Your number 2 is also easy for Barry Sanders. Yards per attempt is always so useless here. Waters did well. Look at Workman. So Cobb had a lot of touchdowns too. Almost makes me want to not give it to Tampa Bay. Especially, there's like no one else for Washington for a little while here. So yeah, Ernest Biner. That is his name, right? Look at Neil Anderson. Ronnie Hampton. Next 2 up. Anderson had more attempts, lower average, a few more touchdowns. I think Hampton's the call here at that average. Okay, so receiving wise, joining his brother will be Sterling Sharp. Running end to end. 17 touchdowns. That's got to be the... That was Courtney Hawkins. Shout out to my man for... in yards. He's just all around the best. No other San Fran receivers up here either, so Jerry Rice can be the number 2. Weirded out by Andre Rison here. I know he's good, but Miller having all those attempts makes me want to discount it a little bit. Chris Carter did some good work this year. Some Waddle. I mean, the Bears couldn't have been throwing that many. Look at that. Yeah, another guy there. Good dynamic duo. Who else does Phoenix have? Not really anyone. I'm not sure I know Clark. Gary Clark Come on down. Can't be too many other options for Phoenix. And we go Andre Rison. It says 12 touchdowns. Davis had 12 touchdowns. Who's Davis for Chicago? Who for the other for the record is the other Chicago guy? I don't think I've done a lot of Chicago playing in my day here, so they're the wide receivers. Big year for them. Did they not throw the tight end? They just didn't do that. Yeah, so that explains why they did so much. There just wasn't anyone else they threw to over there. Another guy in Atlanta has 12 touchdowns. And Ellard kind of has some subpar numbers, but it doesn't look like they threw to... Oh, they did have another guy they threw to. It's similar stats. You really want a guy who's a standout. Fabulous Carter brothers. Like, then you start getting too far down. You're like looking at Dawsey for Tampa Bay and thinking, well, maybe. Alright, it's Andre Rison. Kinda didn't want to. It's because I know that's a passing offense. No set caught 19. No check. Power cross. Well, we're like actually just trying to find a tight end at this point. Like, who got thrown to this year? Who was the Marv Cook of the NFC? They don't even have tight ends. Or not. Oh! 31, 6 touchdowns. Also pretty good. Good showing. 25. Should have known better. Oh yeah, this was the we don't throw the tight end team. And Phoenix does have a tight end, don't they? They just don't have two running backs. Yeah. Yeah, but he didn't do much. Atlanta probably doesn't. Yeah. Rams probably don't. No, they do. Jim Price, he did okay on here. New Orleans. Not our guy. Brent Jones is always worth a look. Okay. Now let's go with this Tampa Bay tight end. Ron Hall. I think the Green Bay tight end had better stats, but I kind of want to might give him some handicap for playing QB Vikings as opposed to Brett Favre. 619-3 versus 631-4. Steve Jordan. Try defensive backs first. Again, looking for guys who stand out here. See what we got so far. Emily is a cornerback. I want to award point scorers here. These guys got Buckley and Holland at linebacker. I feel like we should give a big man touchdown award to. Washington, we can put in at safety with those numbers. I think Edwards can go with him. Okay, so sacks. Who's Jeff Coat? Reggie White. Green Bay. That's Pat Swilling, wasn't it? A lot of good options here. Let's just start a few of these guys. I don't know the NFC quite as well, so I'm going to have to look up positions a bit. I want to see this Jeff Coat guy. This is a defensive end. As is Reggie White, of course. Swilling's a linebacker. It is Pat, right? Yeah. So I still got some of my 90s football brain cells left. Martin has this. Wayne Martin. We're going to put it nose tackle. Give him a chance to play here. And then, who's that Philadelphia one? Harris. Unfortunately, there's no room for you, Tim Harris. Despite that interception, too. Oh, he has an interception, though. We're going to put him in over Martin. Did Martin have an interception? The defensive end has an interception. I ought to give him that. Yeah, it's Harris. So we have 3 more linebackers here. give that to Taylor, right? But he just didn't have the year. Well, and Jeff Code's eating up all the sacks. What can you do? See if we uncovered any more here. A couple guys in Phoenix listed pretty well there. Harvey and Nunn both were. Look at that. That's their linebacker combo. Who's that Harris guy for? Could have sworn I saw Harris. I must not have. Is it Haley? Yeah, it's Haley. I think we give the other linebacker spot to this other Phoenix linebacker. Okay, so I don't know if we've got anyone from Philadelphia just yet. I'm definitely running out of time here, or opportunities to get one. How'd they do in punt returns? Do they have anyone good? Yeah, they had Vi. I was hoping it'd be him, actually. I was hoping he'd be near the top. Yeah, we're going to go Sigema as the top returner. A lot of returns to have that high of an average. That's Dion. And I was thinking Dave Meggett from the start would be our guy here. But let's take a look, see, make sure we haven't missed any teams here. We have no one from New Orleans, and wouldn't you know it, we got Fred McAfee looking good. I was hoping to get Fred McAfee on this squad. I don't know why. Martin got pushed out of the nose tackle spot because there's a DN with an interception. Okay, kicking and punting. NFC, the best punter is apparently this Landetta guy by a nose. Best kicker. How'd Emmett not make it? Of course he did. Is Morton Anderson. So New Orleans gets a couple in. Okay, let's get that set. See how close we were. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see Chris Miller here. I think I'm getting fooled a little bit by some good stats he had in that offense. There's Smith. We knew that. There's Sanders. This one's Biner. We got Hampton Westforth. Wide receiver. We just need to substitute here. Sharp for Rice. Doubt we expected this guy. Andre Rison was in fourth. And then just based off usage, Ron Hall, have yourself a career year, I'm guessing. I've never heard of either of these guys. Minnesota gets a little bit harmed here. They had some guys on the team that are this time around not going to make it. Yeah, now I know Tony Tilbert. I don't know this Jeff Coat guy. And he may be like this beloved Cowboys player I just don't remember. If so, I apologize. It's gotta be Reggie White, right? Good. Okay, so Swilling already made the team. We'll keep him in his spot. Haley, of course, for Dallas. And then I thought we had enough. Looks like no, we have to. Haley and then none. Oh, yep, we are good. And vaunted Phoenix Cardinals defense. Congrats to Buckley. Dion does not make this team. That's Morton Anderson, of course, right? Okay. Of course, Gary plays in the Steelers. And this Landetta for New York. Oh, good. There, you got him in there already. Make sure we have him as the primary. And then New Orleans has one guy who makes the team here. Fred McAfee. But we'll make sure he gets on the field. I like Dion. I'd like Dion to play in this game, but you know, let's let the Saints have their guy play, all right? So, I wonder if any of these guys are Saints. He is. All right, so they do have a guy too. That makes me feel better. All right, so that's it. That's the Pro Bowl teams this time around. But the Pro Bowl is not yet. It is not even really soon because we got a lot to do yet. Oilers got to play the Bills. The Raiders got to play the Chiefs. Saints versus Falcons, and Vikings versus Packers. And kind of not sure yet if I should sim this or just kind of let it play out and give us some nice drama. I think that's something we can figure out for next time. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the Pro Bowl Spectacular, the selection show. We got to see some of the stats, some of who really performed and overperformed in some cases this Tecmo season. Until next time, thank you very much.